What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky P here, back with all the news after week number 5 of our Tennessee Titans franchise, where the Titans picked up another victory on the season, this time against the Buffalo Bills. It was a comeback victory, and although it wasn't pretty, the Titans did enough to get the job done, moving to 3-1 on the season. Definitely not where we thought we would be at the beginning of the season, but things have kind of been coming together for us. Next up, we do have another tough matchup against the Miami Dolphins, and they are also 3-1, so it's definitely going to be a tough game. But right now, we are looking pretty good as a home team, and I am starting to feel pretty confident with this team. Let's go ahead and get going with some upgrades here. We will manually upgrade a few players as always, and then probably auto-upgrade the rest. I did already go ahead and get points for everybody on the team, or at least Mariota through the drills. Moving his carrying up to 88 overall. I'm definitely starting to feel a little bit more comfortable with that. Mariota, let's see if we can do anything here. And again, we'll just start working on his deep throw accuracy. Slowly but surely, we will get that rank up as well. Huff has definitely started to play well for us, and although I really want to put some time into zone coverage, I definitely think the way to go right now is going to be awareness until we can get that trade up there a little bit. Once that's up, then we are going to focus on coverage for sure, and that should be it for that. We will auto upgrade the rest of the players here. One thing I'm going to say, everybody always asks me to turn the game volume up on these, and that's what I want to do. The issue is, now that Madden has brought back a soundtrack, a lot of those songs are copyrighted and would get my channel in trouble, thus making it kind of impossible to do. I definitely miss having the background music here, though. So maybe I'll try to find a solution for this. I don't know what I would do yet. Choose a name for our Columbus team. The fan interest has 0 or 1 out of 6 in the Titans. The Aviators, the Caps, and the Explorers are all ranked number 2. Blaze a Trail picked this name. Columbus is the largest city and capital of Ohio. Represent Ohio. I never realized Columbus is the largest city in Ohio. It makes you wonder why Cleveland gets all the teams. That's pretty interesting. And the Aviators. Ohio and Columbus have had a love affair with the aviation since the Wright brothers and Lonnie Carmen. Look at that logo. That logo is sick. I am loving it, and I think this is the way to go for us. So the Columbus Aviators is going to be our team moving forward in the future. I saw a lot of people had a lot of concerns saying that we're going to a small market. It's not going to be easy. I'm aware of this, and that's part of the reason I chose a small market this time, is I want the challenge. I think we can make it work. It's definitely not going to be easy, but I definitely think we can do it, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's get back to scouting some players here. We really need to find some of these potential steals in the draft. Now, I am going to need to upgrade the offensive line again. Maybe we could start scouting that a little bit later on. Let's see what we got here. Somebody told me I could just do spin scouting points. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's good. I don't have to click on the player every time. All right, so here we go. We got a guy first-round talent. Now, let's click on him here, mid-first-round talent. Okay, that's fine. But right now, he's projected to go into the second round. That could potentially be a nice little pickup there, you know. Whoop, dropped my phone. It all good. It probably just broke, and I don't even know it yet. It's fine. We'll be okay. Let's see what else we could do. Got that 3-4 scheme, something I definitely plan on doing for the future. Definitely doesn't seem to be all that good. We got Butler over here. You know, not a really good player. I mean, he's projected in the 6th round and got that 6th round talent. Let's see what we got here. 3rd round talent. Wow, I don't know. I mean, his tackle is pretty solid there. Let's see what we got here. And things are just not going our way scouting. I just am starting to think this might not be a very good draft, which is definitely a possibility. Who knows? We will find out over time. We got a 1st round talent here. Okay, finally a 1st round talent. He doesn't have anything that stands out. But if this guy has a lot of speed or something, you know, we could definitely work with that. Now, he is a base 4-3 scheme. Again, like I just said, I do plan on going over to a 3-4. I mean, I think we're there now anyway, but you know what I mean. This could be a guy that's even better. And right now, he's actually projected to be the 4th quarterback taken. So this could potentially be a nice pickup here. And his name's Avion, which is pretty cool if we become the Aviators. Not quite the same thing, but, you know, it's close enough. Let's see, what else do we have to do? Now, trade offers for Kendall Wright. We're not going to trade him yet. A lot of people want me to keep him. And what I think I might do here is put, let's see. I think what I'm going to do is move Kendall Wright to the slot here and Green Beckham on the outside. Well, there we go. I think this is what we're going to do. A lot of people said they wanted to keep Wright, see what he can do in the slot. That makes sense. Green Beckham kind of has the mold to be on the outside anyway, so we're going to go ahead and make this change. I've definitely been happy with what Green Beckham has been giving us lately, and I'm interested to see what he can do in that spot. So, AFC South standings, we got the 4-1 Jaguars, the 3-1 Titans, 2-3 Colts, and 2-3 Texans. It's very interesting the way this division is shaping up so far. Definitely not what I was anticipating. I don't think most of us were anticipating it being this way to this point in the season. The weekly awards for Week 5, Russell Wilson, 23-37, 344 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, 24 rushing yards there. Durant for the Falcons with 10 tackles, a sack, and a fumble forced. Chikwa, I don't know if I said that right, 8 tackles, an interception, 2 fumbles forced, and a fumble recovered. A monster game from him. And then Bishop Sankey, who carried us to victory in that last game. A monster performance from him. 30 carries, 159 yards, 5.3 yards a carry, 1 rushing touchdown, 46 reception yards, and a receiving touchdown as well. He definitely showed up for us. But that does bring up one of the things that I do feel like changing, and that is the sliders. I've noticed other teams are really struggling to run the ball against us. Now, I haven't changed the sliders since the Cleveland Brown game, where I did change tackling a little bit, but they could not do anything in the previous 2 games. So we do want to make it a little bit more difficult. One for us to run. So I'm going to move this down by 5. If it gets too unrealistic, we'll move it back up to 3 or something like that. I don't know. We just need to find a good run. Good plays for it, and then I'm going to improve the computer run blocking by 5 as well. So I'm going to make it a little bit more difficult in both regards there. I definitely think that might give us more realistic stats. I feel pretty comfortable with what the passing is doing right now. It's not perfect, but it's not horrible either. It still could use some improvement, and we will check that out in the future. For right now, I'm still kind of feeling everything out, though, but the running is definitely something I wanted to fix. Draft stories, Osage Gordon has been struggling as of late for USC, with his draft stock slipping as a result, okay? Let's see. Stanley Cunningham is seeing his draft stock rise after setting the team single-game interception record with 3. Stanley Cunningham. Let's see if we've scouted him yet so far, because this is definitely a position that I want to improve. I want playmakers on defense. Let's go ahead and find out where he is at currently. We might have already scouted him, but I really haven't seen a whole lot of players yet stand out to me here, so maybe not. Is he on here? He might be a different position. No, he might be a safety then. Let's see if we see Cunningham here. AJ Mack. We got a Mack, brother. Definitely going to have to scout him out. Okay, so here's Cunningham. He's a first-round talent. We have yet to scout anything with him yet, but we might be able to find something out here. He definitely looks like a pretty solid player from what we see so far. He goes to a really good school, so he has some talent there. 2 players from USC here, back-to-back. That's pretty interesting. Overall, I feel pretty comfortable with that, though. We're definitely going to have to scout him out, and maybe that could be our first-round pick. I don't know. Last but not least, we need to check out the Miami Dolphins lineup, see what they are working with before we go into the next game. So let's go over here to the depth chart, and we'll start getting more into the stats and stuff again after next week. We'll probably look at either our division stats or the entire league stats, and then probably look at the other one, whichever I don't do next week after that. Ryan Tannehill leading the way, 85 overall here for the Dolphins. Matt Moore going to be his backup at running back. Damian Williams, 72. So Lamar Miller is out with an injury, and so is Ajayi. I might have butchered that name. I apologize if I did. At fullback, we have Montel Owens, 91 overall. Wide receiver, Greg Jennings, Kenny Stills, and Jarvis Landry, as well as Devontae Parker, the rookie from Louisville. Definitely a guy to keep an eye on. And Rishard Matthews at tight end. Jordan Cameron, a really big pickup coming over from the Browns. It's going to be interesting to see what he can do with Tannehill at quarterback. They got Albert at left tackle, a very good left tackle there. Mike Pouncey, a very solid center as well. But outside of that, their offensive line could definitely use some work. Cameron Wake going to be a left end. Oliver Vernon at right end. And Adamka Suh coming over. So a very good defensive line here for the Dolphins, and it's not going to be easy for Bishop Sankey to run all over them like we did see in that last game. Koamisi, a player I like quite a bit in that middle linebacker position with Kelvin Shepard, and then Jelani Jenkins, I might have pronounced that one wrong as well. Again, you guys might know this about me. Brent Grimes is going to be the corner with Bryce McCain and Will Davis here. At free safety, you have Luis Delmas, and they got Micah Hyde down here as well. Nice pickup for them. And Rashad Jones, so another big-time playmaker. Definitely some guys to keep an eye on defensively there. Kick return-wise, here we go. Stop glitching on me. Micah Hyde and Will Davis going to be the return guys there. And then Damian Williams at that punt return backup spot. That is going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please smash that like button. It definitely helps me out quite a lot. And I will see you guys in Week 6 as we take on the Miami Dolphins. Later.